What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Thursday NBA edition of my DFS podcast. Got a weird three-game slate tonight, starting at 8:30 Eastern, very late lock time. The slate before the All-Star break. Always hate the All-Star break, just because we don't get to play DFS for a week. The All-Star break is really long in the NBA. If I do remember correctly, the MLB All-Star break is like 4 days. So, we'll have to figure out things to do. We got golf going on over the weekend. I could maybe use a little bit of time off. We've been, rolling pretty poorly as of late. Main slate just fell short last night. The video plays in yesterday's video all crushed, though. That was the one bright side. The after-hours slate also cashed in, so it wasn't a full L on the night. But Nikola Jovic, both Nikolas played so bad last night. Nikola Jovic only saw 14 minutes. He started, looked really great, was, popular across all formats, just didn't do anything after having a huge game the game before. Jokic, one of his worst games of the season, coming away with like 35 fantasy points. He was popular too, with no Jamal Murray in the lineup, but nothing you can do there. Hopefully we can, go into this All-Star break with a nice win here tonight. We just got a bunch of news from the Grizzlies that's going to open up value on this slate, making this slate a lot easier than what it was about an hour ago. So drop a like on this video, subscribe. Hopefully my plays in yesterday's video helped you out. I really wish I just stuck with my gut with Royce O'Neal and put him in over Jovic, but easy to say after the fact. But all 5 video plays yesterday got 5x value and then some. Had Rui Hachimura in there. He crushed, scored like 34 real points for the Lakers last night. Hopefully these video plays can crush again and you guys can benefit from it, because that's the whole point of me taking time out of my day to do these videos. So let's jump right into the slate. I had mentioned in yesterday's video that I should be doing a couple of DraftKings plays because they do differ in salaries, and I do offer DraftKings content. So I'll give you a few DraftKings plays as well today. Like I said, this slate looking a lot easier now that we have Memphis Grizzlies value. So for point guard, I do think Steph Curry looks like the best spend-up option tonight. It's definitely the best game environment on the slate between the 3 games. You have an 11.5 point spread for the Bucks in Memphis. Decent over-under at 223. Then you have a dreadful Timberwolves game at Portland. Very slow-paced. We all know the Timberwolves defense ranks among the best in the league, and they do not play at a high pace. So the Timberwolves are just not a good DFS team. 215 over-under over there. 9-point spread. We do have Anthony Edwards questionable. We might not get that news before lock because that game is at 10 o'clock Eastern. We did just get an update, though, that he went through shoot-around. That usually indicates, that he has a higher chance of playing. And then the Warriors and Jazz game at 9 o'clock. Best game environment, 240 over-under, 1-point spread, so it should stay close. High over-under, tight spread always makes it that it's a good game to pick from. I do like Steph Curry to spend up on. Great matchup at Utah. He should be able to get, 43 fantasy points to hit value. He's been playing really well. He just set an NBA record last night. Only player ever to hit 7+ threes in 4 straight games. His shot is coming back right when they need it going into the All-Star break. I do like Curry to spend up. I think we're going to have plenty of money to be able to spend up on him comfortably tonight. So Curry at point guard looks good against the Jazz. Shooting guard, we're going to go back to a popular guy last night, and he's going to just be chalkier tonight just because he played so well. Keontae George on the Jazz. Like I said, this Warriors and Jazz game, best game on the slate. He's been starting now. Chris Dunn was starting. He is now coming off the bench, and George is seeing a lot of minutes. The most minutes over any of the 4 guards on the Jazz. More minutes than Jordan Clarkson. More minutes than Colin Sexton and Chris Dunn. So George looks like the most comfortable play out of the Jazz guards tonight. He needs 26 fantasy points to hit value. Got 33 last night. Like I said, playing a lot of minutes, 32 minutes last night. He's going to look really good, and he looks even better over on DraftKings. with a cheaper price tag. He can also play point guard on FanDuel. DraftKings, he's multi-positional eligibility as well. Small forward, we're going to get into our Grizzlies value. Vince Williams, we just got news that Derrick Rose is out. Jacob Gilyard is in the G League. Scottie Pippen is out, so they have no guards. Vince Williams turning into a point guard for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson is also doubtful, along with John Konchar being doubtful. And now Luke Kennard is questionable with a knee injury. Would not be a surprise if they end up sitting him out before the All-Star break for some extra rest. Luke Kennard started at point guard last night, but it was Vince Williams who ran the one for the Grizzlies. 7 assists. He has 7+ assists in his last 4 games. Playing, mid-30s minutes. Looks really good tonight. Obviously, I like picking on the Bucks defense. I've been doing it all year. They have a pretty bad statistic on defense. So even with a team as bad as the Grizzlies, they are at home. They should be able to score on this Bucks defense. It is an 11.5 point spread, so there is blowout risk. But again, we only have 3 games tonight. We got to take in this Grizzlies value. We really don't have any other choice on this slate. Vince Williams at 7K looks really good alongside a guy who's been playing really well for the Grizzlies off the bench. GG Jackson's going to be a very popular play tonight with no Jaren Jackson on the court. You're probably going to see Jackson and Santi Aldama start in the front court for the Grizzlies. They're going to look really good. Would not shock me if I end up getting to 4 Grizzlies in most stuff that I put out tonight. They're just very hard to get away from. GG Jackson, his price has gone up a little bit just because he's been playing so well off the bench, but it's still not high enough in this role he's going to see starting with Jaren Jackson doubtful. He should see 30 minutes tonight. He's been crushing as of late, hitting value off the bench in 5 straight games. Should have a great chance at hitting 30 fantasy points tonight. Really, really like GG Jackson at power forward. And then our center, another Grizzly, Santi Aldama. Why not? Should be starting. I don't know why FanDuel gives him center eligibility. He's just not a center. If anything, he should be a small forward / power forward. But we will take it in this scenario. Aldama's going to grade out really well tonight too, with the Grizzlies being so shorthanded. Really like him to get 28 fantasy points to hit value. He's been starting every game, even, with Jaren Jackson out there. So he's just going to see more usage as a starter, and his minutes should just be more secured. We can project him, like GG Jackson, to play 30 minutes tonight. I don't even think a blowout is like that risky. A lot of these Grizzly guys are, they're bench players, G League guys. So I think they get run no matter what. For the most part, maybe Vince Williams in a blowout wouldn't play, but they're so shorthanded, they're going to have no choice but to play these guys, 30+ minutes tonight. So Santi Aldama looks really good at 5,800. And then for DraftKings, I'll give you 4 plays, a lot of them as the same plays. I picked Curry at point guard for FanDuel. You could look at Jared Goodwin as well, or Jordan Goodwin, sorry. He's very cheap tonight, and like I said, with Gilyard in the G League and Scottie Pippen out, with a chance of John Konchar being out, or John Konchar is doubtful, with a chance of Luke Kennard being out. Goodwin's going to play plenty of minutes tonight. He could end up starting at point guard if Luke Kennard gets ruled out. He still played 24 minutes off the bench for the Grizzlies just because they have no other guards. He looks really good in the low 4,000s. Curry, like I said, with a spend up. What really separates DraftKings here tonight is GG Jackson and Keontae George. They're much cheaper than on FanDuel. Jackson at 4,900, just an automatic play. And then Keontae George sub 5K is going to be a super popular play tonight. Looks really good as well as a starter for the Jazz in this matchup against the Warriors. That'll do it for this video, guys. Let's have a nice slate going into the All-Star break. And try to, take something down tonight. Give this video a like. Thanks for stopping by. Until next time, I am the FT Guru. Peace.